Here's contestant number 1. Contestant number 2. Oh boy. Okay, now I know what happened. Contestant number 3 departed early. This is where contestant number 3 is living, in the read box my old teacher gave to me. It's not such a horrible read. The read may end up providing some good to society, but it wasn't as good as the other 2 reads. So I'm going to finish them, and as I get motivated or as people pop on the live, I am going to share several, up to 10 good reasons why you should not give up on your family. Hi. What do you need?
I'm sad.
Why? I'm not alive. My daughter's sad.
Dinner. I'm not hungry.
But your family is hungry.
I know, but then Dad really wanted pizza, and then Mary really wanted pizza, and then neither of them ordered. They thought I was gonna order it, and then go out and get it. I don't want pizza.
Now you don't want pizza?
Do you want pizza? Because like I agree, we have like something nice, like a different taste, but also I feel like we have a lot of food in the
Sorry,
well,
my live idea got interrupted for pizza.
Family.
Right, okay, so what do you think we should do? We had a plan for pizza.
I feel like we should just get some like
Make pizza out of, we've got cheese and we've got bread, so just make little pizzas in the oven.
What if we do like
And
a little
tomato sauce.
self-serve idea? Like I put out some options like potatoes.
No,
rice.
keep it on pizza. Keep to the theme. So get the cheese out, the tomato sauce, and the bread, and then heat up the oven. That's all you have to do. Then we'll have pizza. Okay, I gotta go back to this. These reads are waiting. Okay, case in point. Often the family doesn't have your exact same priorities. But I'm going to say that we were created to live interdependently, and thus even my daughter coming in here saying, I don't want to eat pizza, and what are we going to do, is kind of lets it be known that like usually families have a common food source. Hey, Brittany. And we've been feasting off our Thanksgiving turkey common food source, but at this point we usually eat pizza and nobody ordered it, nobody went out to get the pizza, but we are meant to live interdependently. It's very frustrating to always have to like eat out of a vending machine. I'm great, Andres Sosa, and Any Stone. So we're talking about family and we're talking about reeds. These reeds may have come off the same little piece of Arundo Donax. The first reason not to give up on your family is interdependence. You're usually sharing resources, and that's how God created you to be. Like, you've got to share stuff with people. And then they know you, and they've known you for a long time, and they were providentially, like, put in your life. This is a reed, and it makes it sound like this. And then it goes on something like this. And this again reminds me of my family. Like I had this dream vision of like how they wanted to support all my arts and music, and I needed to buy one of these, and they were like thousands of dollars. My family could not pay that. This, oh, okay. I thought I was missing a part, but it's on there. So then my family said, hey, well, why don't you just move back home and then stop wasting your money on an apartment? And then I was able to buy one. So that's number 2 reason. we're going to just hear how these reads sound before we start working on them. So we've got just interdependence, sharing resources with your family. They've known you way back. They help you out with things that you often forget about. Oh, that is a way too flat read. And here's his brother. Okay, so he sounds a little more like a reed that's going to be in tune. So there we have the reeds, and then I have to do something which is kind of boring, so I'm going to talk to you guys. So we have like kind of an epidemic here in the United States of people just giving up on their family. We had have a holiday called Thanksgiving, which used to be like a kids come home and be with their parents time, and now it's been turned to Friendsgiving, which is awesome to have friends. But sometimes it's just hard for kids to realize like they were made out of other human beings. And I remember thinking that myself. And I remember getting into this weekend thinking, uh-oh, lots of family means lots of trouble for the weekend. So I, ahead of time, made a list of 10 reasons not to give up on your family, because I thought just having that list would be helpful. So the number one reason, one starts with word I, interdependence on other human beings. Number two is providence, like they go way back in your history. They've known you before you could even speak. They will probably know you after you, right, I need to make a list because in the moment I get frustrated and I think, oh man, they're so crazy. They get in my way and step on my dreams. But it's not that bad. And they probably make my dreams even better than what I would have if I didn't have them. So then there's okay, this is a great reason. God in the Bible is described as a father. His compassion for us is like the compassion of a father in Psalm 103. Jesus calls us his brothers, and he's described as being the Son of God. And it's like, yes, he wants us to relate as a happy family. He's showing us that. And then as Christians, we have additional access to the Holy Spirit, which is uniting us with his family. And so we can accept one another and accept like the hard times. And it will also say like families should take care of each other. They should put each other's needs in the front of their heads. It says like one of the qualifications for, I think, an elder or a deacon is like they take care of their own family, or like a widow if no trolling. But so you've got qualifications, and one of it is, I think actually it's oh man, I'm sorry, I should have studied on this more, but it was like, if you don't take care of your family in your own home, you're kind of worse than an unbeliever. So you have to provide for your kids, you have to honor your parents so things will go well with you. I mean, it's supposed to be a blessing that spreads out everywhere. And we're all supposed to be blessing each other's, but family is like a little group of blessings. And so the other thing I put number 5 to remember is and then I got rid of fingers on my hand, which I hope I won't do in finishing this little read, is that everybody has bad days. And so then you think, well, they're acting like that, and that's completely ridiculous, but they might be having a bad day. Why does this? YouTube has a question up here. The first album you ever bought or owned. Okay, I'm going to say it was Synchronicity by the Police. But I don't know. I guess you guys are supposed to answer this. I don't want you to. It's right in front of my face. Okay. Answer that question. But how come I can't move it out of my face? Okay, YouTube, you're being crazy with me. All right, so everybody has bad days, they get distracted, they start playing with something they shouldn't, and they think they can do more than they actually do. And you see that up close in your family, but you have bad days too. Okay, number 6 is I often feel terrible that I can't fix things for them. And I'm like over empathizing with all their sorrows and pains and troubles. But then I realized, thank you, that most of the time their wounds are not fatal. And God gives grace and healing to get by another day. So I don't need to like over empathize with all the sorrows and troubles people seem to be having. As a musician, it's always like, oh, emotions, and I wonder if I can just get this thing right out of my face. Wait, there's something like drag here to end Q&A. Oh, I can put it in the garbage. Wait. Okay, if anybody wants to chat in their favorite album, they can do that. But I officially threw it in the garbage because it was right in the middle of my face. And okay, another neat thing is like, if you've got a family, you love them, and they're going to invest your love in other people after you pass away. And so the people that remember you will probably be the people in your family that will like talk to your friends again and say like, oh, okay, this or that happened, or I remember Aunt Nikki or Grandma Nikki used to do this. And I see this with my sister, that we're always talking about like nice things of family. Yeah, legacy. So they carry it on. And then they will advocate for you. So when you can't talk, you're in pain, your best interest is usually their best interest too. And you don't want to give up on something like that. They're growing and changing daily. It's kind of like the bad day thing, but it's also a hopeful thing on the other side for number 8. Or that's actually number 9. And a lot of people say the Christian life is joy, like Jesus first, others second, yourself last. And they are like the others second. Yes, like every day, they're there. I had like a medium-sized family. I had 4 kids, and there was always others there to think of. And that's great. That's the way it should be. And that's why I opened 3 reads, and now there's 2 that I'm actually going to finish, because usually there's somebody in your family that's willing to talk to you, and right. So not every family member is going to act perfectly every day, but what is my point here? That they are others, they're not you, and they prevent you from being so selfish, and only thinking about yourself. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to clip this flat one and see if it will play nice with his brother. Oh, I hope I'm not ruining this. Does that look even to you? I know, I have to find out what a kazoo is made out of, because it does sound similar to this. So I think this edge of it should be perfectly straight, and it's not. So I'm gonna get a razor blade and even it out. Hey, I think this one's gonna be good too. Now, one thing that's going to be odd about these two reeds is they look, you see their wrapping is clear. And the other reeds have these decorations and pretty colors. So since I'm wearing a green bandana here, we're gonna make one of them green and we're gonna give it a name. We're gonna call it Rue. This is Rue the Reed. And I hope it will play a lot of Christmas music with me in December. Jones, I am a woman being transformed by the Lord. That's my trans. From one degree of glory to the next. I may not look very glorious now. My full glory shall come either when Christ comes back or I go to him. All right. I shall name this reed after you and go inquire about my supper. All right. I hope everyone has a great beginning of Christmas season, and Advent starts tomorrow. So if you go back on this live, you'll hear all these reasons why to not give up on your family, and you will watch the first few notes of the reed Rue and Mike.